everyone, I'm Elliot.
I'm Phineas.
And we're the Peters Bros, and welcome to our spoiler-free review of Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Best Spider-Man movie ever
made.
It's my favorite.
I mean, it's Marvel Cinematic Universe. We know that it was going to be good.
We all knew.
But this was just amazing.
Blew me away. It was fantastic. So right off the bat here, gonna tell you guys, go see this movie. If you're a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or if you're a fan of Spider-Man, then you have to watch this movie. It's so good.
Something very interesting with this film is that it is not an origin story. Marvel has said that they were done making origin stories with Doctor Strange. That was their last one. And, of course, I was very interested as to how they were going to introduce Spider-Man if they couldn't have an origin story film. And they did that with Civil War, if you've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Where they introduced both Spider-Man and Black Panther. So now the Black Panther film that's coming out soon will have the same opportunity as Spider-Man did, and now we know that Black Panther will probably work very well, since Spider-Man did.
In Captain America Civil War, we were all introduced to Tom Holland's Peter Parker / Spider-Man. And right off the bat, he seemed to, click with this character, and he got it. We didn't see very much of him, so I was still a little wary, you know. I thought he was amazing as the Amazing Spider-Man. See what I did there without even meaning to. But I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to carry an entire film on his own. And you guys can rest assured, Tom Holland is a great leading man, and he carries the entire story. One thing I must say I was impressed with, and I didn't expect to be impressed with it, was the soundtrack. Michael Giacchino is one of my favorite composers of all time, as I'm sure I've said in a video before. My favorite composer is John Williams, and no one will ever measure up to him, but Michael Giacchino is brilliant. He's a genius. And he wrote the score for Doctor Strange, if you're a Marvel Cinematic Universe fan.
It seems like he might be kind of slowly taking over the MCU. And since Doctor Strange was 2 movies before this, we only got Guardians 2, right, in between, so.
That's probably a good thing, too, because the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been suffering as far as soundtracks are concerned. There aren't very many memorable...
the Avengers theme is fine. When you listen to the songs by themselves, it's fine, but you can't go home and have...
You don't walk away from the movie theaters humming the theme. I walked out of the movie theater today after watching Spider-Man Homecoming, and I had the main theme from the film stuck in my head. So that is, kudos to you, Michael Giacchino, for managing to do it again. I was certain that there was never going to be a Marvel Cinematic Universe villain as great as Loki. But I was proved wrong, because Michael Keaton as the Vulture is absolutely terrifying, and yet you can still see it from his point of view, which is brilliant. That was the most
amazing part. He has very realistic motives.
It's a really, really, really well-written character, which I was ridiculously surprised by, because the Vulture in the comics is this cheesy-looking, dumb, one-liner quipping character who I've always hated. And they turn around and make him one of the best villains we've seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I was so impressed. Quick shout-out to Ego from Guardians Volume 2, though, because he was a great villain as well.
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people, maybe some of you who are watching, were concerned that this was just going to be Iron Man 4. That is not true whatsoever. He is very important to the storyline, but I would not, if you go to the movie, don't get that confused with him taking over the actual plot points. It's not at all about him.
He doesn't have that much screen time.
He really just motivates certain parts of Peter's character and is a father figure to him.
And his name is thrown around quite a few times, but, Tony isn't really on screen for very much. He's not a major player in the story. I knew that if they were bringing Spider-Man into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, there was going to need to be, a presence, you know? You needed to be able to feel that this was the same universe, and they did that really, really well. Just having the Avengers be this looming presence over the whole film. Also, real quick, before we sign off, You know, spoiler free, but Zendaya is really cool in this movie. So, yeah.
I do wish that she had more screen time.
Yeah, I feel like she definitely will in the sequel, though.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, you guys. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, comment below, share this video with your friends and family, subscribe, and don't forget to tell your enemies that we are awesome.